Okay, so this is a quick update. This isn't gonna be long. This is kind of like an update. The latest is now there's a probation violation. They were attacking Britney's credibility, according to my attorney. Britney has received a subpoena. She's just sent me stating for a probation violation. So supposedly they're trying to say that I'm a public nuisance. Now, what's going on here is back in 1231, yes, all the way back in 1231, 2018, people were told to mass brutalize me with the verbal cryptic repetition tactics from store to store, saying man in a sentence over and over. That all got on video. Sean Dinsey flipped his lid, writing up falsified reports that I've supposedly threatened to kill all Starbucks customers. Sean Dinsey has now fabricated how many reports? I can't tell you. They just keep following me around, sending people after people to attack me and fabricate reports. She's now changing her story. I have video of the whole thing. No, there's no public nuisance. There's me just going up, buying coffee, leaving. And videoing me being attacked and them saying, well, Kevin has proof of us mentally trying to bludgeon him to death and set him up and remove him from society. Therefore, Kevin is a public nuisance. We want to incarcerate him for life. Well, obviously, this incarcerating Kevin for life starts at a very young age, and it doesn't matter how friendly I am. They want to incarcerate me for life, and apparently Karen Phillips is paid off, just like Karen Eshigan. Psychiatrist Karen Eshigan is paid off with the "you're a snitch, you're dead, you don't tell anyone what's being done to your life." Okay, so obviously they want to try to debunk Britney's credibility, and they don't want her testifying that I'm the one being brutalized. I am being hunted, harassed, tortured. We're going to remove you from society. Every person, every woman sent after me, my family, my mother mad at me because in 95, when I talked to people on IRC and type really fast, I put 2 instead of TO or something, right? Things that don't matter, that nobody cares about, that don't make sense. Also things like Adriana Olivares told me to, threatening me with the movie Vanilla Ice, trying to hint that I've done something wrong. You name it, right? Just pure insanity. So we're at the end of the probation. We're at the end of the 52-week. Kevin's gotten therapy, and Kevin has not only gotten therapy with the death threats from Jason Schwett saying you don't tell Britney, people following me to coffee shops saying you don't talk, all on video and things like this. That's not relevant to anything. Remember, that's not relevant to anything. I'm just a bad guy for telling people that I'm literally being hunted, and since 5 years old. And I'm a public nuisance for saying, please stop harassing me and leave me alone, and this is the truth. Okay, so, but they're not going to take no for an answer, and they've been hunting me since 5 years old. You do what we say, or we hunt you down and exterminate you. And they're going to make up every lie, and you notice that Karen Phillips is making up every fucking lie known to man, and her lies change on an hourly basis with the LAPD. From city to city, state to state, you name it, they just want me dead for some reason, and it gets really bad at 29 when I start finding out what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to get some food. I might go to a coffee shop. I need to write some things down. They're going to say you're not allowed to have coffee, or we're going to hunt you and kill you, or try to set you up and eradicate you. And coffee supposedly creates anxiety, so you're not allowed to have coffee, and you need to be put on meds if you ever drink a coffee or leave your house. All because of someone's control issues since 5 years old. You do what we say, or we kill you or lock you away. Hence things like Adriana, paid off by my father, told to give me their death threats or lock you away threats with the movie Quills and things like that. Or Mike Huntley, you better live a careful life. I've given you enough rope to hang yourself with. Well, what have I done? But say, sure, Mike, I'll start a company with you. And the company was completely legit. Okay, so anyways, this isn't really about anything but someone's hate towards me, and they're paying off people in the judicial system. And the other thing I kind of always wonder is why does my family know what's going to be done to me before I'm even arrested? That's just kind of one of these thoughts that goes through my head. Every time I talk to my family, they know what's going to be done to me before it even happens. How do you even explain that? So what these are, they're like punishments. They're like, hey, Kevin, you're 47 and I don't want you eating oatmeal. And if you eat oatmeal, I'm going to incarcerate you for life. None of what we're seeing here has to do with law and order and truth and honesty. These people are being contacted and paid off. Dincy is paid off to hunt me down. Mike Huntley was paid off to hunt me down. Clearly, Karen Phillips moving from Pasadena to Woodland Hills and then trying to rid me of the world was paid off, and that links to Tom Farley's shit with Tom Farley's hit and runs that maybe they're trying to say it was me. I don't fucking know, because everything is so weird and doesn't make sense. So what's going to happen now is for the next 3 weeks, I'm going into Kid Taco mode, and when my family's running around saying, and people are saying Kevin's a snitch, he's dead, and he's Kid Taco. Kid Taco wasn't originally about talking. It was about like Brian Weaver and Tom Hoke and Greg Waugh calling me Kid Taco because I bought a $300 '69 Firebird and put a $350 Chevy in it, and it was a total piece of shit. And so what they were alluding to is Kevin's a Mexican or whatever, his car's Mexican. Now, I have no problem with Mexicans. And I kind of laughed when my friends labeled me Kid Taco or whatever, and it's not a big deal. I never thought that I'd be hunted by the entire judicial system and psychology community in my family because my friends sarcastically joked that my car was a piece of shit and called me Kid Taco. I could never, ever imagine that this would be done to my life for simply starting to build cars and or be sarcastic, okay? According to my mother, being sarcastic is a crime. Everyone is sarcastic now and then. So Karen Phillips seems to be mad about me joking around with the wig on, being sarcastic about the stupid things said about me. Because remember, Kevin Perlman, you're not allowed to defend yourself. You're not allowed to state what's being done to your life. You're a snitch. You're dead. People paid off to attack me with police-trained canines with the Topanga Division LAPD for the crime of turning 29 and finding out I've been hunted since 5 years old. Okay, so I'm not allowed to talk. I have to shut up, take my meds, and drool in a corner like the movie Quills. Things like this that don't make sense. So, okay, so now Karen Phillips is changing from massive death threats to saying Karen Phillips is now stating that because she couldn't get the lie of theirs that I threatened to kill all Starbucks customers, which is on video, it's not, never happened, that now I'm a public nuisance. I mean, how do you go from here to there, right? Because they will do anything to silence me and try to incarcerate me for life for the information I know. And honestly, they'll probably fucking get it because no one thinks this is wrong. Some guy going out trying to live his life and being hunted by a worldwide paranoid schizophrenia campaign or whatever you want to call it, with Mike Huntley dropping papers that we're going to make you mentally ill to control you. I mean, things that are unheard of. Now, just remember, there's no such thing as making people mentally ill to control them. That's attempted murder. And I'll leave it there. I'm going to get some food, probably find a coffee shop. I will be told I'm then committing a crime for sitting in a coffee shop and trying to get some work done. And I'll be accused of being a public nuisance for minding my own business and watching groups of people come and attack me. Now, Brittany has witnessed all this. Remember, Brittany has witnessed this at every location we've been at. So they want to kind of debunk Brittany in regards to these lies and fabrications. Okay. So they don't want the truth coming out. That's what this is really about. You can nitpick the stupid shit. Kevin farted, so he's a public nuisance. Kevin blinked, so he's a public nuisance. Kevin ordered more than one water in 5 hours. He's a public nuisance. Kevin bit into his Jolly Rancher and made a crunching noise. Kevin's a public nuisance. This entire thing is to eradicate me and incarcerate me for life. That's what it's about. Every person has lied to me. Every person in the judicial system, the police, you name it, we won't help you. Interesting. Here's the police. Why does he have like an automatic weapon? I just pulled up to Hamburgers. Where is this? Johnny Rockets. I've seen a guy in a Jeep pull up in camos, probably in the Jeep Ranger tactic, and I've seen a motorcycle cop just pull up right now, drive in front of me with like an M16 on his bike. What the fuck? I've never seen that. Okay. So anyways, and I have a feeling because they track my GPS, trying to get reactions from me all day and night, 24/7. Now I'm down in, I don't even know where I am. Where am I? Rosecrans and Jesus. I'm downtown LA. Rosecrans. Oh, there's a Fizz Coffee here. I'm gonna go to this Fizz Coffee. Now they're gonna say, well, Kevin has OCD because he keeps going to Starbucks. Kevin has OCD because he keeps going to Starbucks. Well, I don't go to fucking Starbucks. I go to every coffee shop, and I go to all restaurants, and I go here, and I go there. And then their argument's going to change. Well, Kevin doesn't leave his house. He's agoraphobic. Kevin has post-traumatic stress syndrome. Kevin is this. Kevin is that. Okay, so the argument's going to change every 10 minutes to eradicate me and lock me away for reasons I can't comprehend. And they're going to say Kevin's a violent paranoid schizo. Okay, remember, Seymour has intentionally lost the trial. Seymour intentionally left out any arguments in the appeals that could make me look completely innocent. Seymour has fucked me over, and all of them seem to kind of work together. Okay, well, interesting. Now we have a police car driving by with sirens. I don't know what's going on. And there's the cop with the M16. I don't know. Why did he loop around here in front of me, in front of Johnny Rockets? Okay. So anyways, I'm not going too deep in that one, but I'm just going to kind of upload this video and keep you uploaded. Now, I'm going to go into Kid Taco mode for the next 3 weeks, where they've stated this... What the hell is going on? They've stated this probation violation to cover up. They don't want me having a free life and living my life, and it's not for any reason. They want me in a cage like my father put Maggie, his dog, in a cage and put zapped Rhoda with shock collars and perimeter shock collars and all sorts of demented things to control Rhoda. And so I'm a bad guy for knowing this. Same types of things are being done to me. So I'm going to go into Kid Taco mode, and I'm going to talk and video everything about everything on camera, which they don't want. But that's my freedom of fucking speech. They shouldn't care. If they're following around hunting me down, I'm allowed to talk about it. They've left me no choice. I have that First Amendment freedom of speech. And if they're saying I'm somehow forcing YouTube videos on you, I'm forcing YouTube videos on you by recording myself and uploading them. That's what they're going to say next, because that is consistent with every one of their arguments for 42 years. Okay? Anyways, you get the idea. And I'm going to stop this here, and then I'm probably on the way home going to do a longer full video about more specific things.